Hello and welcome back to another episode of Supercoach Insider. My name is Ben.
And I'm Chris.
And thank you for joining us. This is my team progression for round 5. Chris.
I'm here for the comedy and just to really make some good hot takes for you.
You're here to back me up. So in case you're not liking already, please like, subscribe, do all of that business down below. Please give us those likes and follows. SC Insider 100. You can follow us as well. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, audio platforms as well for all of our podcast needs as well. Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, you name it. And obviously you are already on the YouTube.
Yes, you are.
All right, so let's bring you into my team. A little hot take and a little bit of a hot look here. For the week, 2,179.
Not a bad score for the week?
No, not too bad. So when we have a look at my team, I'm not sure I did too much this week.
What was your rank, mate?
Oh, ranking. I'm in the... Yeah, I know, right? Just oversight.
You got to tell the people what they want to hear.
Okay, so I'm now ranked 967. Didn't do as well as I thought.
Well done, top 1,000.
Thank you.
1,000, hey.
Hey, thank you.
On your way to beat your previous best of, what,
362 or something, 364. Look, I've started pretty well. I'm playing one premium less than Chris. I'm hoping that sitting at that 1,000 mark, I will hopefully be able to generate a little bit more cash and then kind of steamroll a few people later on. So, look, I was actually surprised. I thought I might slip a little bit playing the extra rookie. I didn't do as well as I thought, but yeah, the fact that Dusty didn't go so well kind of helped me. Some of those other premiums
Chapman
like Daniel
really helped you as well.
Chapman
helped
me.
Chapman on field, which really helped.
Chapman on field instead of I was doing a couple of things. I could have had Clark there, but I brought Chapman in. I brought Clark into that midfield. Jordan was my spud on field this week, which I was a little bit upset with. Campbell as well, but I can't be too upset with how the team is actually sort of progressing. Now, Chapman I brought in because I felt a lot of people that had Young were bringing him in. I thought with Young out, his job security was quite good. He's someone I could throw on field and had good potential. Little did I know that he would actually score, about 75 points more than Caleb Daniels. So that's, I think, helping me over those 30% that had him. So
he actually he scored 1 point less than Ryan, which, well, I mean, I think that's probably going to happen for the rest of the season. So,
yep. So the only trade I made was Caldwell, and I went Caldwell, switched Clark into the midfield and Chapman on. Reason was just to free up that cash because Caldwell wasn't doing me any favors. I did want to actually make some upgrades, and that's my plan for this week. My plan for this week is when you have a look, I feel pretty comfortable at the moment. So Chapman on field, I'm happy with. Midfield is where I want to get to work. Now, I've got Walsh, Gould, and Clark. Now, Clark, I think I would like to move on him. However, North Melbourne, if he's playing as that more forward sort of role, I think he could actually do well this week. And I'm looking at holding him for at least a week. I would like to move on him. He's been pretty upsetting. His role from the preseason isn't the role he's having right now. Break even to 36. So I think he could still make
a bit more cash.
I think he's got more cash. And again,
I'm probably and I'll probably go through this a little bit more. I'm trading him next week to Jones. That's what I'm doing. So, well, it's a plan. Whether that actually happens, other things could happen. But my plan next week is Jordan Clark down to Jones. Yeah.
Yep. So he's 294, 294K. If he makes a 70 like he has been, he will go up another 16. He'll get me to 310. Not great, but North Melbourne he could actually score really well against, and if he does, and that sort of restarts his cycle because Clark's not doing well because he's just getting the same score.
Right.
You want that one influx to kind of push it up to then actually help him out.
I think he's probably capped at 350. So if I can get him to say 320, if he gets an 80 this week and goes like 320K, I'm cutting him.
Yep. If he goes 100 though, if he goes 100, you're holding because correct.
You're gonna get even probably 30, 40 more K out of it. Yeah.
Yep.
But if he gets an 80 this week, which I think is probably the best case scenario, I'm cutting him regardless because I just don't think there's enough cash there.
And his roll's shit compared to what it was.
And the thing is,
it's not great.
Like you could obviously hold him and get that extra 30K. But if that 30, if you can cut him then and have that impact your team, save 30K because you're getting a guy that's about to go up 30K, it doesn't matter. You're doing the same thing, but you're getting that premium early.
Yep. And the reason is I was looking at trading Clark already, but then he's how I can get Clary, but he's going up money, Clary's going down. So I'm like, it's probably best for me to just sit and wait a week. If he goes really well against North, I can hold him a bit longer and make some alternate moves. And if he goes poorly, then he's out of my team next week.
Right.
Jordan, I think, is the big one for me. I was waiting to see. I was hoping Highmore would be named, and if he did well, then I could have then brought Laird into my midfield, Sharp back into defence, and I would have actually been able to make some other moves. Whereas now I'm forced to get rid of Jordan. I think he has to go for me now.
The problem is you don't have any decent person you can bring in from your bench. So
I'm going up.
My
thoughts are going up. Now I can go from Jordan, I can go straight to Titch.
What you could do is you could bring Campbell into your midfield and then put Jordan onto your bench and then play row on field instead. That's the only real move that you've got.
Or if I trade and go, I could do that. Or Waterman.
Because you could bring Brockman to your forward bench.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how that's going to go, but I would rather play row on field right now than Jordan. Personally.
As would I, but would you play Waterman over Rowe?
No. Who were they playing this week? Is probably
Brisbane.
So what?
Essendon, Brisbane, yeah.
Nah,
in Brisbane.
And who are Adelaide playing this week?
I was going to say Fremantle.
Yeah, because
it's Fremantle.
Okay, so I would 100% rather have Rowe.
Yeah. It'd be a short-term thing anyway because Rowe will probably become someone else shortly. I've got Henry, pain in my ass on
Rowe
the field.
probably plays on like a Chapman or someone like that. It's not. I think it's completely fine playing Rowe on field this week.
Yeah.
I think for the next few weeks, I'll probably play Rowe on field.
So here's my dilemma. So I'm
not great. But
so I'm in the 1,000. I do want to start pushing ahead, which means I want to make upgrades. I could be going... I could go Henry down to Waterman, which will then give me enough cash to go Jordan to Clary. But I'm like, is it worth it to do a 2 trade and potentially get money, or should I just kind of leave Henry there until I have a better option? I can go Jordan straight to a Titch, and then I can look at going Clark and someone else to get a Clary soon, because I think Clary, Titch, and Neil are all going to be essentials to bring in the next 2 to 3 weeks, which is painful.
Personally, with the money that you have in your bank, you have to spend it.
Yes, I agree.
So regardless of what you do this week,
Josh Kelly, should he go? Josh Kelly, catch you later.
Well, look, you got to do the math, but yes, 100% Josh Kelly needs to go because he's your worst problem right now. Outside of that, Josh Kelly sideways, I'd be looking to get 2 premiums in with the money that you have. So that's how I'd be doing it.
Oh, I can go.
Dude, you can get Steele.
I can go Steele and Titch for Josh Kelly and Clark.
I'd be doing that in a heartbeat. I don't know.
And then I can then go and do what Chris said and go Campbell out for Scott. Campbell on field for Jordan. Catch you later. You can sit there for a week and play.
Your team just gave me a hard on. Now, see, how do you feel right now?
I feel better.
Dude, you've got 3 of the best premium midfielders right now.
I feel better.
If all you really need now is Oliver.
Yes, now with Oliver, I can try and get him in I need to get him in ASAP. That'll probably be a Tex Walker move. I also want to get Neil in there. That's the problem. I think Steele, Titch, Neil, and Oliver, you kind of need to get really soon. Steele, you could probably get later, though. That's the thing I'm thinking. He's 50K more.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, you're cutting Clark up, slightly early, I'll be honest. But the benefits of having Steele this week, it's probably worth it. So I would say that's a good move to make. You just got to spend your bank. But this is a team now that is very, very, very competitive. You're just bringing 2 ridiculously good premiums for a guy that's averaging 70 in Clark.
And 90.
And 90. So, and you've got 2 guys that are averaging 234 points per game versus 160. You've improved your team in 74 points per game in 1 week. That's very rare. It's very, very rare. So that's good. That's really, really good. And 2 premiums instead of 1 mid-pricer and 1 fouled premium.
Yes. I can see where you're going, but I've also now, I would only have, after this week, 23 trades. I've burnt through my cash like going to a Las Vegas strip club, and I've got less trades than Essendon after this year when no one wants to go there.
It's not as much of an issue as you think. So, and here's the reason why, and I'll go through this a little bit further in my pod, is that I believe that Zeeble and Impey are premiums now.
I believe.
So, Warner, and so that means that really, right now, Tex is a premium. He's had 400 plus scores. There's no reason to trade him out. Now, as soon as you see that change, you need to trade him. But I would keep him there for now. So that means you've got essentially now 7 guys you need to upgrade, and you've got 23 trades to do it. It's not as bad as you think, because if Zeeble and Impey continue their and Walker continue their form, your entire team could be set up for the rest of the season very easily. And you got to remember that you're now looking at D6, so you're looking at a fallen premium. You've got 3 of the best 4 midfielders, so you really only need Oliver, and then everyone else can be like a Brayshaw, a Taranto. Yeah, these guys like fallen that you don't have to necessarily worry about. You've already got Gawn and Grundy, and your last 2 forwards. I mean, really, danger dusty done, and they're both going to drop in price.
Yep.
So I don't think you're in as bad a position as you think you are.
Yeah, it's just an interesting one. I do like those options. I just wish I had enough money to get Clary instead of Titch. Then I'd feel a bit better.
Oh yeah, no,
not quite.
Gone.
I could go Clary and Titch and have 50k, and then try and work my way back to get Steele later. But
the thing is with Steele is that if you don't get him now, you got to wait like 4 or 5 weeks to get him.
Yeah. It's not. They have a pretty tough route. They
it's
have
not the
Richmond and
worst
Port.
thing.
They have Richmond and Port coming up.
You could definitely not get Titch. I'm not saying he's must get Steele. You could go Clary instead. Like there's definitely options for Clary. And if you think having the extra cash right now is actually benefiting your side, then I can see a reason why you would do that. If you're asking me, I think Oliver and Steele are like the same. You're paying 40 grand more.
Yep.
You know, where does that sit with you?
I'd rather go Clary.
Yeah, we'll go Clary and save the extra 40k right now. Even though Clary's only going to drop maybe an extra 20k max.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going to drop that much more.
Oh, I agree. And then, my plan would then to be to go Tex Walker to Lockie Neal for about 50 to 70,000, I think.
I don't even think you need to do that right now. I think you can keep Tex right now.
Yeah, but in a couple of weeks' time, I'm going Neal.
Maybe.
I am.
But like Neal's going to be so cheap, bro.
Yeah.
You could go Powell to fucking Neal.
Neal's averaging 115 or above from here on out.
Oh yeah, that's right. You made that stupid fucking bet.
I am bringing him in
When he goes 80 again this week, are you starting panic stations in round 1 of our bet?
No, not even. He has a high ceiling. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Either way, no matter who I'm bringing in this week, I am still going McRae into Gawn.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
And I'm hoping that I can loophole.
Yep,
that's
well done.
I won't know until it happens, but I'm hoping to be able to loophole that way because I can't predict. I don't have any Richmond or Saints. Well, I could have actually. Now, if I did that, I could have a Saints little VC.
You've got a few options there now.
Not a C. That'd be a bit awkward. Yeah, but otherwise, you don't know who the VC and C are because you don't know your team. I'm hoping Sharp won't be named, but he might be. Cozzy, we expect to be named. Highmore plays first of all. Stuff him. Unless Jordan gets dropped, which I don't think is going to happen.
I don't think he gets dropped. I just think his scoring power is not there with his low time on ground.
Henry plays second up, so that doesn't really help me this week.
I love the Stockade Brewing code,
mate,
by the way.
you can have as many as you like. That wraps up my team. 13 minutes and 40 seconds. Nice and easy. Comment below. Do you think that I'm on the right track? What do you think I should do? Are you in a similar boat?
Yeah.
Are we in the Caribbean?
Maybe a pirate. I don't know. We'll see what happens. See if we'll have time.
Hey, have you seen Steve the Pirate?
There's a guy that looks like a pirate?
Steve the Pirate.
The only guy on our team that looks like a pirate.
Arr. Good old dodgeball reference for those of you who don't know.
Yes, dodgeball.
Anyway, like, comment,
Dodgeball.
subscribe. Tell us what you think. We love the YouTube interaction.
We do.
And look, until next time, we'll catch you later, guys.
Catch you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.